There we go. Alright, race will actually begin. Small side hopper. 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's go. Good luck. Don't die. Plan. See how I'm able to stick to it. Have luck. Good fun. Same to you, Firebat. Nope, change my mind. Let me out. Open up. Knock, knock. Off. Let's go. Wah! Completely misplaced that jump. Have you seen my misplaced jump? I swear I had it this morning. These guys in their 44s. Yeah, I was just thinking back on the Skyrim mods I was talking about earlier. Haven't actually been using that goofy texture pack that I was using for a while, or for my entirety of my playthrough with W. So I'm not exactly sure how that texture pack is gonna work with like the Daggerfall mod or some of the new lands. The new lands, I'm pretty sure, are all just using assets that are already in the Creation Club. So I think they would be textured, but... Daggerfall, like the Daggerfall mod, might look extra silly. Because they're using Skyrim assets to kind of recreate the look of Daggerfall, which is, you know, a dated PC game, early to mid-90s. But they've also condensed the entire thing down to just the main quest lines. I've said before that I enjoy the quest line of Daggerfall probably just as much, if not more, than any of the other Elder Scrolls games that I've played, which would be Skyrim. I guess I've played Oblivion. Not a whole lot of Oblivion, but I was, for whatever reason, feeling the need for a mouse-driven action-adventure game. Something that kind of looked and felt like a fantasy MMO, but was a single-player game. Like, oh hey, Oblivion works just fine for that. Mostly was playing Oblivion with keyboard and mouse because I couldn't figure out how to get the controls set up just the way I liked. I could get them set up, but it just never felt good. Yeah, I haven't really done much of anything in Oblivion, come to think of it. I've done the Shivering Isles and, like, a couple of quests in the main story. Got a wrench. Oh yeah, one of the bad things about that mod that I have that adds random skirmishes throughout the countryside. Sometimes bandits can just be in a town, and I've lost a handful of NPCs due to a couple of bandits getting into town and throwing spells around and shooting people with arrows from behind the trees and shit. Also, there's like the three dragons that have just gotten their asses kicked and died in Dawnstar. It's like behind the one guy's house. He's got a pile of dragon skeletons back there. Oh shit, we shouldn't mess with this guy. Yeah, like I lost a blacksmith in one town because of some bandits. And it sucks because that NPC's just fucking dead. Like, I could bring them back to life, but you know, like, there's an alchemy merchant in one town that is just fucking dead. I just can't buy alchemy ingredients in that town anymore. Jump on time. Yeah, I'll have to see how how that texture pack responds to some of the mod stuff that I've put in. Probably have to go with a different world map too. I think that paper map was doing something with one of the other areas. the idea is, I get the texture pack installed again. I'm hoping that the Daggerfall mod content would end up looking like so clean and simple and shiny that it would look like one of those programs from the early to mid-90s that would let you place objects in a virtual 3D space. You could walk around in them. If you get fancy enough with those programs, you can take people on like a virtual tour of like a house. But I got the feeling from stuff like that that this is definitely not a game. It's probably to be used for some kind of business, but basically just like a level creator. Too early. Just a little bit too damn early. Whatever, open up. Open up. Area suit will no longer be blue. Now, very green. Not very green. It is a reasonable amount of green. Oh, dang. That's an early forfeit. That sucks. Now wrench. Nice. Let's go. Oh yeah. I should play another Bomberman game. I kind of want to play through the single player of Bomberman, Super Bomberman 2. Trampoline. That's mostly just out of, I guess, more familiarity with Super Bomberman 2 than just about any of the other games in the franchise. And you had better believe that I am super intimidated by Bomberman 64. Bomberman 64 is a really cool game. I like it a whole lot. It's got amazing music. But I am intimidated like crazy by that game. I know I know less about the other Bomberman game that was on the N64. I'm not even sure what it's called. I think it was Bomberman Hero? Bomberman Heroes. And there's also that one that was on the Game Boy Color that had this almost like Legend of Zelda kind of presentation to it. If that's a Game Boy Bomberman dungeon crawler, then I may need to inject that into my bloodstream as soon as possible. I think that's the direction it's going. I just need to play more of it to confirm/deny. Not too late. I don't think I still have the Bomberman game from GameCube. It's Bomberman Jetters. Which I think was made after a TV show? I think? But yeah, once the, what the hell are they even called? The Carabombs? Once Bomberman started getting the big goofy animal friends, I kind of checked out back in the day. I don't remember if that was 3 or 4. Yeah. Another game that I've started playing off-stream recently. It's a free-to-play I guess it's a custom Doom WAD. Custom version of Doom called Shrine. Complete with custom graphics and the whole 9 yards. A very horror look to it. Yeah, Shrine and the sequel, Shrine 2, are both free to play on Steam. And it's Doom. You know, don't get it wrong, it is Doom, but it's not a .wad file that I had to go and put in GZ Doom myself or something, you know? Like, I had to do that with Pirate Doom, and I'm still planning on eventually doing that with Batman Doom. Batman Doom just looks like it's going to be way too much fun to not play it at some point. Yeah, having fun with Shrine. I haven't gotten all the way through it. I think actually I only just got through episode 1 earlier today. Pretty sure Doom has 3 or 4 chapters. It's been way too long since I've played actual Doom. It's so much fun. And you know, part of it is mouse and keyboard PC shooting. It's a lot of fun. But the look and the aesthetic of Doom games. I still can appreciate the sprite work. Got the flat characters running around in a 3D world. We got worse crabs. Can't wait to find out I'm out of that shampoo again. Nobody doesn't like shampoo. I mean, I've seen some pretty mangy fucking people come into my work, but that's anywhere in retail, you can say that. Anywhere in public you can say that. What am I saying? Live in the middle of a goddamn cornfield. And part of me wouldn't change that for the fucking world. Much rather be out in the middle of nowhere than in the thick of it. Not a fan of big cities. I'll visit. But like, I am never going back to New York City. Once was enough. I think we're good. Fucking clunk. Hell yeah. Come on. Come on. Nope, come on. Take this power bomb. Well, this is super rocket. And that power bomb. Oh yeah, and I recently got a new phone. So my old phone, an iPhone 7, the big one. I forget what the letter or combination of letters is after the number for the big version of it. But yeah, I wasn't necessarily planning on getting another iPhone, but without going into too many of the details that I'm not %100% cognizant of, is whatever, I'm on someone else's plan, so it was largely taken care of by someone else. But I got a, iPhone SE, small one. It's probably normal size compared to the big one that I just had. I only think it's small because I'm kind of spoiled by having a massive cell phone display smartphone display for however many years that I had that thing. But I've always had issues with iPhone design. Primarily the lack of a headphone jack. And overcomplicating file transfers. Like outright not letting me put stuff onto my phone without some kind of stupid Apple app. But I mostly just use my phone for background streams, background music. I send a couple text messages and send a couple calls every once in a while. Like a couple times a week, tops. Helicopter hat! Except it just makes the rest of me spin. Oh god. So, my old iPhone, had a lot of problems because of the number of times that it had been dropped, and because I didn't realize that you need to get the battery serviced every once in a while, I had no idea that was a thing. So I literally could not use my phone for anything demanding for more than like 5 minutes, if that, before the phone would just lock up and reset itself. And regardless of how much battery charge it had, when it came back, it would say either 10% or 1%. Oh, and then on top of all of that, I could no longer place calls on that phone. Even with, like, external things. Bluetooth setup in my car, or a headset that has a microphone. No. You just can't place calls on this phone anymore. Well, son of a bitch. It'd still do text messaging, but that only gets you so far. Don't know if 911 has a text line. And thankfully, they, the data transfer wasn't that big of an ordeal. There was a lot of stuff that I needed to transfer from phone to phone, and it ended up taking like well over an hour. But it was worth it for at least a couple of the games that I have on my phone, just because I have sunk so many hours into a couple of these games. Even though I've got Steam versions of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and Disgaea RPG, it would just suck to have to lose all of that. All of that progress that I had made on the other phone. Those are really like the only two mobile games that play with any regularity that I give more than a single fuck about. I've got like an idle game based on Captain Planet. It's kind of neat, but it's an idle game. So can't really get into that as much as some of the other ones. wasn't close enough. These drops suck. Nice. Getting the old Goomba stomp on that low flying one. Rare for me, but it's satisfying. Oh. Ah, get up there. Come on, Bob. Oh, man. And there's Mega Man games. I need to go through a Mega Man game again one of these days. Preferably either 4, 5, or 6. Just because I'm not really familiar with 4, 5, and 6. I do remember... I mean, like, I've played the games, but, you know, not all the way through and not for any concentrated amount of time. But I seem to remember enjoying 5, or something about 5 that I liked. One more? Where'd he go? Okay, he should be dead. Thank you! Ah, and then Darkwing Duck. If I could ever actually figure out that one boss fight in Darkwing Duck. That game's not that difficult, but... that first boss, Quackerjack, I think. His arena that you fight him in is infuriating to me. Just because of how the, I guess the grappling... well, it's not really even grappling, it's just like the ledge grabbing mechanic in that game works. The fight takes place on like 3 or 4 different levels of a single room. I think maybe 3. And then above those 3 levels there's a little guy dropping stuff on you. The boss always jumps to a different level whenever he and you are on the same one. And I haven't played it enough to wrap my brain around how that fight actually works. I did, however, get past him at least once. I have actually beaten Darkwing Duck. But I definitely need to play it a lot more in order to get familiar with it. If I ever want it to join the rotation, as it were, of the NES games that I play. It's the idea of having yet another game that I can just muscle memory my way through. It's mostly like the NES games that I was interested in doing speedruns of ages ago. And someone came along and just got world records in all of those games, and I was like, well, shit. At least for a couple of those games, he was a couple of minutes faster than some of my best times, and definitely doing riskier strats in a couple of those games than I was comfortable doing. It was more just like wanting to familiarize yourself with the game so that... Ah, I sneezed. Trying to familiarize yourself with the game so that you can play all the way through it in a single sitting. Games like Monster in My Pocket or Totally Rad. Especially Totally Rad, because I remember, like, taking notes on that game. Or Cocorone, another real good example. Just wanted to dive into those back in the day and just play them for hours on end. So that when a day like this comes along at some point years down the line, I could just turn that game on and like, okay, well, I'm going to beat this game. The idea of quote-unquote having a game in my back pocket. Definitely more NES games on that list than there are SNES. Mostly because I don't count SNES RPGs. SNES RPGs, well, with most other RPGs, if you find yourself getting stuck somewhere, you can just grind. Just grinding is an option. little different approach when it comes to a run and gun or a platformer. God, I'm trying to think if there's... How many N64 games could I say I quote-unquote have in my back pocket? Not a whole lot. I mean, I've beaten plenty of N64 games, but I don't know how many of them I could just hop in and take down just like that. I guess Star Fox 64. If I'm just doing like Blue Line. Yeah, if I'm just doing the easy route in Star Fox 64, then you pick that game up and beat it pretty easily. That's another game I enjoy watching people play that on a high level. The hard route or the red line speedruns. Oh, such cool shit. Still need to do that one of these days. Where I play the SNES Star Fox, and then that just leads right into me playing through Star Fox 64. But then I have like next to no knowledge of Star Fox Adventures or Star Fox Assault. Again, I've played them for like 15 minutes. Back up. You dead. And no wiggle for you. Okay. Get over here and take a look at IRC. Mostly to see if I remember how to spell time. T-H-Y, wait, no. Looking up from his puddle down there. There's a glitch lit, a curse lit, and a twitch lit. I did recently update the list of emotes that Slots and Slot 5 uses, because there were a couple of broken ones in there. It's also when I learned that, Komodo Hype and PogChamp both use the same picture. Like, I remembered that they changed the PogChamp emote, but I didn't realize that they still had Komodo Hype. Even though it's the same lizard with mouth open. I mean, I'm not complaining, just, you know, for the sake of slots, had to either pick one or the other. Pretty sure I ended up going with Komodo Hype. I've always liked that Komodo emote. Ever since Old Spice rolled it out. It's always some damn company coming out with emotes that I really like. The classic is TB Spicy. Never forget. One of my favorite emotes, and it's just dead. I don't know, Taco Bell doesn't do stuff with Twitch anymore, I guess. Where else can I go to get my chili pepper emotes? Oh my god. That's the same fucking time that I got last week. Good. I don't have to update my dry erase board yet. This has happened too many times lately. Hey, a 57 is a 57. I'll take it. It's been a long time since I've run the same time twice in one night. I've done it before. Or, you know, I've had times that were, like, less than 10 seconds apart. But, yeah, there's usually a big difference between the 9 and the 11, for whatever reason. Sometimes I'm better in the 9, sometimes I'm better in the 11. This opened up. I'm on this one. Good to go. Ha 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 ha. 57 57s. Hey man. Even if it's high 57s, I need to see them more often. Me saying to myself, fuck up less. Air Force! '58, '58. Yes, there's also like the oddball kind of number combinations. Mostly just like the doubles like that. 57, 57, 58, 58. So I tried to real quickly think of like an ascending or descending series of numbers that would work. It's like, no, that doesn't work. Little things derive a lot of enjoyment from little things. Alright. Go ahead and clear out my request line on Brainwave. Then I'm going to pause it. And I'm going to figure out how... Oh boy. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that was back in April. The 5759 and the 5758. Yep. And those sometimes lead to those head-to-head videos that I put up on YouTube. Alright. So, which the hell wanted the... There we go. This up. What does the word paper look like? There we go. Yeah, that first one I did. I think I've done 2 of the side-by-side videos. But anyways. Channel changed here. Volume. Right. Let's go. No intro. Gosh dang it.
Fireball XL5 to Space City.
Steve Zodiac here, checking in at end of patrol.
Your routine check logged, Fireball XL5. Anything to report before you leave the sector, Steve?
Not a thing, Commander. In fact, it's been real dull this trip.
The trouble with you, Steve, is that you're strictly an action guy. Okay. You can make for home now.
Fireball XL5 leaving patrol area.
Hold homing course 2340 Blue, Robert.
Holding homing course 2340 Blue.
Everything A-okay with you, Matt?
Everything's just bosh, Steve.
Say, Venus, how about you?
Doing anything?
Zuni and I have got a date.
Oh, you have.
Anyone I know?
Well, you should do. It's you, you tootie.
Well, I hope it's more exciting than this patrol.
You just had to say something.
Robert, take over. This is an emergency.
Good Beastie Boys song.
Archon Commander. In Gamma Ship 30 reporting to Electra Control. Neutroni bomb on Earth. Spaceship Fireball XL5 successfully exploded. Awaiting further orders.
This is Ultra Archon. Congratulations, Commander. Now carry out Stage 2 of plan. Capture the Earthmen and return to base for recharging. Over.
Stage 2 commencing.
That's a hand and a glove.
Steve's overdue with the latest routine homing check. Call him up, Lieutenant.
Space City to Fireball XL5. 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 Oh! Stop! Oh, help!
Stand back, Venus.
Oh, the heat. It's terrible.
Unfortunately, he has the fire extinguisher set on smoke.
Space City to Fireball XL5. Space City to Fireball XL5. Are you receiving me, Fireball XL5? Over.
I don't like it. They've just disappeared.
Not disappeared, sir. Look at the star map at the edge of Sector 25.
Fireball is absolutely stationary. A sitting target. Where's the nearest patrol ship?
Light Patrol LP-22 in Sector 26.
Call him up. Tell him to investigate.
Space City to LP-22. Space City to LP-22. Over.
LP-22. Master Astronaut Kelly receiving you loud and clear. Over.
Investigate Fireball XL5. In Free Float Sector 25. Reference code 241, 0 red. Proceed at once and maintain contact. Over.
LP-22. Go, go, go.
Space gyro mechanism is badly damaged.
Can it be repaired?
I sure hope so. Without it, we can't get Fireball back to base. Better ask Matt what he thinks.
By the way, where is he?
Come on, Robert. Switch off.
Switch off. Switch off.
Not that switch, you stupid robot. The other switch.
Mother switch.
Be more specific, please.
Switch.
Oh, let me down, let me down. Oh. Now the other switch, Robert.
Now the other switch.
Oh, thank goodness. No! Help! Robert! Robert, you're raving. robot!
Raving ridiculous.
Oh, let me down!
Raving ridiculous.
Oh,
Hey, what goes on?
help, Steve. Help. Robert's gone crazy.
The master switch, Robert.
Master switch.
Wait till I get my hands on that robot. Ow!
Poor Matthew. But you should know better than to call Robert names. He's a very sensitive robot, you know.
The sensitive robot.
A good thing the fire didn't reach the fuel tanks. You must have moved fast, Steve.
I had to. What do you reckon caused the explosion?
This, in the mechanism of the space gyro itself.
A bomb.
A neutroni control bomb, to be exact.
Must have been planted on Fireball and exploded by remote control neutroni signals.
Yeah, it looks like somebody wanted us to be stranded right here in space.
A neat and very nasty piece of sabotage.
We must try to get in touch with Commander Zero. Maybe he can send help from the next sector.
If somebody else doesn't reach us first, Venus is trying to get through now.
Fireball to Space City. Fireball to Space City. Oh, it's no use. The explosion must have damaged the neutroni accelerator.
Any luck with the transmitter, Venus?
No, Steve. Have you found out what caused the explosion?
A neutroni control bomb in the gyro mechanism. We can make temporary repairs to get us back to base, but it'll take time.
Meanwhile, Fireball's a sitting duck.
Look, Commander. Unidentified spacecraft entering Sector 25 and is traveling towards Fireball.
I can see that. But what is it? That's what I want to know.
Your guess is as good as mine, sir.
Guess? We don't guess in Space City, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
Space City to LP-22. This is Commander Zero.
For pity's sake, step on it, Kelly.
I'm doing my best, Commander.
The first thing we've got to do is to repair this section here.
Steve, look.
A gamma ray. There's nothing we can do.
Only a second, and all of them, even the robot, are stunned. The light will attract them, draw them towards us like moths. No living being can resist the gamma ray. Come, little space moths. Into the gamma light you come. Helpless, as a collection of moths pinned on a show card. Hey, Colonel Zodiac. Everything is blurred, isn't it, Colonel? The effect of the gamma rays seems to have affected your friends more deeply.
You...
It's useless to try to get up, Colonel.
Every Earth patrol in the area will be searching for us.
I'm afraid not, Steve Zodiac. Bombs have been planted on every ship, and the gamma ray is still effective in Fireball XL5.
Where are you taking us?
To the planet Electra. Now, while I am gone, I shall switch on the gamma ray, just to keep you in your present weak state. Just relax, Colonel. Relax, and the journey to Electra will soon be over. Look, Commander. The unidentified ship is moving right away from Fireball.
Well, either that was a friendly spaceship or they've taken Steve and the crew with them. Or worse. Well, Kelly will soon tell us the answer. No sign of life, but all this bright light. Yeah, what gives? I should have brought my dark glasses. Dark glasses.
Gosh, do I feel tooty.
What's happened to us, Steve? These terrible light,
Gamma light.
a rare form of anesthetic radiation.
Under its influence, we're virtually paralyzed. Even Robert's out for the count.
Gamma light has affected his photocells.
But what will happen to us, Steve?
I don't know, Venus. According to the Archon commander, we are heading for the planet Electra.
Guess we're gonna be recharged there. Gamma spaceships can't stay in space for long at a time. That's why they've never got as far as Earth.
I just hope no one from Space City tries to find us. They've all got neutroni bombs planted on board.
Space City to LP-22, Master Astronaut Kelly, come in, please. Over. LP-22, are you receiving me? Are you receiving me, LP-22? Something's very wrong, sir.
I'll say there is. Only one way to find out what goes on, that's to go see for myself. Prepare Space Rescue Ship 1 for takeoff immediately.
Yes, sir. Space Rescue Ship 1, required for immediate takeoff. Space Rescue Crew, emergency ready. Emergency ready. Code 24, go. Code 24, go.
So these are the Earth people. What a puny lot.
Pink and Flabby.
What have you got against the Space Patrol? They only try to keep the peace?
Silence, Earthmen. We do not need your help. We are a superior race. We have had our eye on Earth for a long time. It is the prize of the universe, and it will soon be ours.
You wouldn't stand a chance.
First, we will take over your stranded spaceships, and then make our way to Earth. Our agents have already planted the neutroni bombs all over Space City. As we approach, we shall explode them all, and Earth will be defenseless. What do you say to that, pink people?
I think you're crazy.
Take them away, Commander, to the storeroom. Put them with all the junk. But leave this one behind. He's really interesting. Nothing pink and flabby about him. I think we'll conduct a few experiments with him.
Space Rescue Ship 1, all checks here go.
Full power. Good luck, Commander.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Sit down. Stand up. Walk. Now stop. Turn round.
Walk.
Poor Robert. He's having a tough time.
Yeah, serve him right if he goes berserk.
If only we could get out of here.
If only we could see to get out of here. The effects of the gamma ray still haven't quite worn off yet. Hey, what's this? These are great. I can see perfectly. Pity there aren't any more.
A fascinating plaything. Stop!
The Gamma ship will be almost ready. I'd better go to see how the pink Earth people are getting on.
Good, Commander.
Someone's coming, Steve.
Now's our chance.
What's the matter, big man?
Venus, you take his glasses. Lead Maddox to the gamma ship. I'll join you there as soon as I've got Robert.
Most ingenious. Most ingenious. The Earthmen are not as stupid as I thought.
That's right, we're not.
Earthman!
And not so helpless as you thought.
My vision is definitely clearing.
We are standing by for takeoff. All set to go when you are, Steve.
Okay, you took them apart. Now you can put them together. And make it snappy. Venus, we'll be ready for takeoff in 2 minutes. Entering Sector 25 now.
Look, Steve, the space rescue ship, SR1.
I can see a Gamma spaceship at 210 red. Prepare interceptors. I'm going in to engage. Gamma spaceship 210. Closing.
It's Commander Zero. He's going to attack us. Call him up on the neutroni radio, Steve, and tell him we're aboard.
Are you crazy? If there's one of those neutroni bombs planted on the rescue ship, the neutroni radio waves could set it off.
What can we do, Steve?
Interceptor 1 ready. Standing by to correct course.
Steve, 10 seconds before he fires, we'll be blown to pieces.
Quiet, Venus. I'm trying to think.
Six seconds to go.
5, 4.
I got it.
Hold it. Say, what goes on?
On our way home.
Sorry, Commander, but it was either that or the end of all of us.
Okay. But next time you cut loose with a gamma ray, Zodiac, take it easy. Boy, have I got a headache.
Have an old-fashioned aspirin, Commander. Still the best cure for a headache.
And while you're about it, Venus, I could do with a couple of pills, too. I got an even bigger headache. That's because you've got a bigger head. What are you trying to do, qualify for a Purple Heart? Now, see here, Commander. I'm not used to being insulted like that. Well, you soon will be. We've a long journey back to Earth, and if I don't knock some sense into that thick skull of yours before we reach Earth, my name isn't Zero. They don't call me the terror of Space City for nothing.
Well, Steve, by the sound of it, the gamma ray hasn't harmed Commander Zero one little bit. In fact, he sounds in better shape than ever.
Are they just leaving all those other spaceships just kind of hanging out?
Spaceman, the fastest guy alive. I'd fly you around the universe in Fireball XL5. Way out in space together, conquerors of the sky. My heart would be a fireball, a fireball. Every time I gazed into your starry eyes, we'd take the path to Jupiter, and maybe very soon we'd cruise along the Milky Way and land upon the moon. To a wonderland of stardust, we'll zoom our way to Mars. My heart would be a fireball, a fireball. 'Cause you would be my Venus of the stars.
Air Force. All right. And that put up. Get Rainwave turned back on. Quest line done in here. Ooh. There's a couple good ones. Beginning of this. Alright. Now. What do I spell? There we go. Oh, it didn't change chat. Leave that race channel. Come on! Oh, those turrets. I know these turrets. Okay. This guy behind me is just pissed. Ugh. No, I died. Oh man. It has been it has been a good long time since I have played this game. Ooh. Get some. Oh no! Chronicle of the Radio War. This is one of the few Japanese games that I actually own. And then I got a first run NES cartridge, one of the 5-screw NES cartridges, and the pin adapter. So I've actually got NES cart for this game. I've never seen you before. You're one of those bandits. I'll teach you a lesson. Oh, he's gonna kick my ass. Uh-oh. Monsters! And of course, this combat system that only ever seen in like a small handful of games from this era. Oh. Play dead. It didn't work. Now we have to go get him. Track him down. Track him down, chase him down, beat the crap out of him with a giant sword. Are you a knight from somewhere? No, I'm one of those bandits, remember? I mean, you're the one that came on screen and said, ah, you're one of those bandits. All ready to kick my ass. Doesn't even know who I am. Probably the reason why. It's my first race on SRL! And actually, speaking of number of races, double check on Discord. I remember right, I'm getting dangerously close to Garrison's race total, unless I've already passed him, but I don't think so. I think like maybe in another 2 or 3 weeks. Tied for 20th most races on SRL. That's nuts. Like, being highly ranked in one game is not really as big of a thing as being ranked that high on total races on the entire website. Guess you're not a bandit, are you? And the sad thing of it is, it's also, I don't know if speedrunning is as popular as it was just a couple of years ago. Which is a darn shame. What is my character's name? Oops. Back when I go. Press the button. Text will go faster. Walking. Walking. On this one. Rollo's. Rollo? Rollo? Nina. Your fine ass out here, girl. At least 2 of their room. Walk on to bed. Don't record the journey. Just heal my boys. Oops, wake up. It's terrible. Sky and Bandits, man. Not a great track record. How the hell do I leave this town? This way? A hammer shop. It is this way. Random encounter? Play dead. Quick, play dead! Just lay down. Enemies run away. That is one of my favorite things in this game. Your characters don't run away. Nah. They play dead. And it doesn't always work. And then this free action, not free running, real time, that's the phrase I was looking for. Real time combat. Just so unique for a game at this time. Small handful of others, again. From like the 10-year period around this game. Don't know why this style of RPG didn't catch on more until later on. Go into gear. Not gear. Tool. There we go. And then into the medic menu. Got our medicines. Prize menu. There we go. Get meat. Get meat just from killing enemies. From doing fights. Let's actually order Varys to... Never mind, he doesn't actually have big magic spell. He has his little projectile there, but got a trophy meat. There you go. And you can get just so much meat. So much meat. And you just pause right in the middle of the battle and just feed your character these individual pieces of meat until they're back to full health. And it's fun. Bug, get off it. And there's a pretty good variety of these little enemy sprites. They're all pretty cute. But then there's palette swaps of them. It's always good. I think you end up with a maximum party size of 5 in this game, including your main character. Hey, this is our turf, get lost. I'll kick your ass. Stop it. Got it all wrong. I saved me from monsters. I was hunting that monster. Look, shut up. Get the hell out of here. We did it. It's our first quest. Completed. Radius Sankey, otherwise known Chronicle of the Radio War. Channel is not okay, but I'm gonna play it. Thought I could punch bullets for some reason. Oh, that's not this game. That's this game. Look, never mind that it's called Shatterhand and we're talking about punching bullets. See, look, he's fine. Dude, I just need to, like, save state my way through this game one of these days. Is such a cool NES game. The best. Like, save states and just playing the game very slowly. Selected all beta, so we get a tiny robot that shoots thing. Yeah. Sure, I will spend all of my money. I'll get some. A little bit of dancing, music. There we go. Okay, so you have to hold up. Then I can dance to my heart's content while I'm up here, and I can punch. But I have to hit A in order to jump off. Good to know. As opposed to just like, if I were to hit a direction. Probably need to keep little friend robot alive. Because I say that I slam him face first into something that spawns enemies. Have to punch. Now we got Power Suit. Where's the boss? Get your ass kicked. If I remember hearing right, from a video I was watching recently, one of my favorite idiots on Twitch was playing this as a part of a larger event. Not a GDQ or anything, although he has played this at a GDQ, I think. But I think he was saying that the Japanese version of this game, you are always like the Power Suit version of the character. Which, that might be interesting. Depends on how they handle health. But yeah. Shatterhand. Shatterhand is so good. It's hard, and it has a boss that is particularly bullshit that you have to fight twice. I guess it could be worse. I'll tell you one thing that's not worse is the hat. That was shit transition. Inkling Girl. Second opinion? Alright, so we're going with Inkling Girl. How do I spell? There we go. Wikipedia. Originally released by Angel Bandai in Japan in 1991 as a licensed game for the family computer based on the live-action superhero series Super Rescue Soulbrain. I'll have to look through my folder on here to see if I've already got that. And I'm gonna... accidentally save my game because I kept pressing the home button? Cool. Dude, fuck off, get out of here. Swap out my batteries real quick. Take my restroom break. And we'll be ready for the late race. Nice. Glad to see a couple people showing up. Alright, be right back. Alright. Get in. Black. Oh, one of these days that enter key is not going to spring back up. That's how I will know that I have defeated yet another keyboard. See, I would need like a specific NES game to hack. And I would need to be like actively trying to figure out how to do something in it. Thankfully, there's a lot of tools that are already out there. A lot of work in a lot of different games. Race is beginning. 3, 2, 1, go! I'm the ghost of an Inkling girl. Holy shit. Like white, black, light blue, and blue. Surprised you can't see through my character. Very much a ghost. Okay, I think I've got some green mixed in there, but definitely when I'm standing in this blue filter down here. Character looks 10 different kinds of dead. Most of them involve her just being a ghost. Just counting them multiple times on the same list because her jackass is that way. Oh, palindrome time. $42.97. Hot dang. I just take this to mean that people didn't have their best series. Real interesting thing I want to see about Japanese version of Shatterhand is if the guy throws that big old fireball with every punch. Because if he does, I may just need to play that game one of these days. Possibly one of the rare cases where Japanese version of the game is easier than the American version. Oh shit. Then there's games like Totally Rad. And its Japanese version called Magic John. for the way that I play through the game, there's really only one appreciable difference between those two versions. And I think it's that either a certain boss has more HP, or one of the magic spells does less damage. There's those full screen magic attacks in Totally Rad, have all sorts of flashing colors and goofy attack sprites, and it doesn't always work. Need to go download myself the Totally Rad manual. See if they have an explanation for why the full screen magic doesn't always work. Because that'd be a really nice thing to have in Totally Rad. Have a full screen magic attack that's good to use like whenever. And then some of the full screen magic attacks just don't do anything. Like, they don't do anything noticeable. And they don't really do a whole lot of damage if... I think some of them might not even do damage. There might be an elemental thing. I'm not exactly sure. Haven't gone that in-depth with Totally Rad. I just know it has hilarious cutscenes out of context. Even in context, it's still kind of funny, because it's all that early 90s surfer lingo. It's probably a little less surfer lingo and more just Ninja Turtles. Without the copyrighted catchphrases. What is a wall jump? Fantastic question, and this 11-part series hopes to answer that question. Coming this winter on Netflix. Ooh. That's a good squid. Tenta missiles. Why'd I jump? Ah, yes. Another good Go Fast song. There we go. Didn't even have, like, the quickest get up and go from the morph ball, but I still made it over to the missile before the bomb exploded. Every time. It's to be like that. Oh, I didn't land in ball. Shot too soon. Arrow spray. Why? 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 Oh. Go, Mutant Muds. That is an old Steam game for me. My god, I don't even know if I ever beat that game. Missed that third one. Open up. Open up. Pretty sure Mutant Muds was one of the first games that I played that had that background foreground mechanic. I'm now very green. Just trying to remember. It's like, do I have this on my 3DS? Or do I have this on Steam? I'm pretty sure it's on Steam. It's not installed. Yeah. Had to free up even more room than usual on Steam. Because of one of the errors, well, the error that I kept getting every time I tried to launch Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I wanted to make sure before Ponk and I got together to play that it would actually run. And it does, but it uses DirectX 12, and I don't have a system that can use DirectX 12. So the solution was super simple, and I just had to put in a little blurb in the launch settings on the properties page for the particular game in Steam. Just force it to use DirectX 11 instead of 12. And I was getting some interesting graphical issues. Nothing that's going to keep me from playing the game, but I think I might just need to activate potato mode on Tiny Tina's Wonderland in order just to give it every chance it can get. Give it every chance in the world to work right. Like when I did that super casual and super cheaty playthrough of Fallout 3. Like, oh sure, you can get that game to look really nice. But I just, like, tanked all the graphics settings. Went with potato mode. I think it added to the charm. It's like, oh, so this is what Fallout 3 would look like if they put it on the N64. Fast cracking. Triangle in a box. Now that we have this triangle in a box, we're going to huck it onto the lathe. We're going to turn a vase out of it. Please? Supers? Supers? Thank you. Give me that W. Stingray. Ah. Move back in on time. Or in time. Either one. I didn't need to use a super there. What was I doing? Really mad at that particular door. That door was the leader of a group of bandits that burned down my village as a small child. Yep. Meh. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wow. Jump, please. Let's go. Dude, worst crabs again. Fuck this restaurant. Squid fly. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. We have to back up. A good variation on the Mario theme. And if I'm completely honest, that is the big reason that I like Mario is Missing as much as I do. True, I did play it as a kid, but it wasn't a game that my family owned. Game that a friend owned. I played it every once in a while when I'd be over at their house. But all the different variations that they have on the Mario theme, one of the big reasons that I like the game as much as I do. Like, every variation of the Mario theme that they have in Mario is missing. Feels like it fits whatever city it's in. Like the Mario theme for Athens, Greece sounds a little bit different than the one for New York or San Francisco. And all of those would sound different from St. Petersburg. Or Cairo in Egypt. So yeah. There's a good variety of Mario-themed variations. Mario's missing. I can't say the same thing about the other Mario-based educational game on the Super Nintendo that I've played, which is Mario's Time Machine. As someone that does look for redeeming qualities in questionable video games, and as someone that enjoys Mario's Missing as much as I do, Mario's Time Machine is just hot garbage. The music in that game just cannot compare to anything from Mario's Missing. And there's songs in Mario's Time Machine that are just grating. They're just tiresome after like 10 seconds of it. Fuck it. Had to sneeze at a very inopportune moment. I get these patches in my sinuses that dry out, and that leads to sneezing. Oh, just cleared that last spike. One more pixel to the left, and that's taking damage. Nah. Sometimes the shirt or top or whatever that the Inkling is wearing, sometimes it looks like a safety vest to me. There's some colors it doesn't necessarily look like that, but sometimes, especially when she's facing forward on that elevator, it looks like a safety vest sometimes. It's got high reflective lines in all the right places. Wow, get out of there. Oh, I hit select too many times. Just looking back through some messages here in chat, I got to thinking off of the learning to hack NES games train of thought from earlier. I was thinking, what would I want to do in a video game? And I started thinking about, well, what about Kokorone? And already, like, customize the character like crazy. What if you could customize the weapons in Kokorone? Then I started thinking, that might be interesting. And it would really just be... you're, like, changing the attack pattern or the flight pattern of the projectiles. As an example, the pencil weapon launches out, when it's fully powered, it launches out 3 pencils, 2 of which travel kind of at a upwards diagonal trajectory before they, at a point, flatten out and just fly straight. Like, they shoot out, they get spread out from each other enough, and then they fly straight. Whereas, like, the Ninja Star, the Shuriken, its fully powered up attack pattern is... it shoots 1 Shuriken in front of you, 1 Shuriken behind you, and 1 Shuriken straight up. Other one is the Parasol, which all 3 projectiles shoot out forwards, but they also rise up, kind of a sweeping angle. I was wondering, well, what if you could get, like, the ninja stars to fire like the pencils? And I stopped the train of thought once I started thinking about, okay, well, how would, like, the grenade weapons work? So it's like you launch out one of the flower grenades, and it flies out in, like, the pencil pattern. Do each of those things explode into a cloud of flowers? I'm not sure if the game can handle that. But that would be a very interesting change to make to Kokorone. And the real dream would be just to have it as a menu. Or just maybe even have it as a part of the weapon select screen, but then give you the ability to scroll left and right through the weapons like you would for the heads and the bodies. And maybe there would be some way to, like, visually identify what's going on. Maybe there's one of the statistics you could mess with, so that it would at least, like, visually be a little bit of an identifier as to, like, which pattern you were giving the weapon. Because again, the big reason I use the pencil is not because of the damage it does. It's because of, like, the spread. It's because of the amount of space you can cover on the screen with just a couple attacks. Umbrella Parasol is largely the same way. Just the angle that those go at is a bit different. In my experience, a bit more challenging to get used to when it comes to placing shots, but that's because I've used pencil a lot in Kokorone. But, like, if I could get Ninja Star to behave like pencil, I mean, it might even just be as simple as just changing everything's weight. Changing the weight of all the weapons. That might be the simplest way to do it. But then also, but again, to give you the option of changing the weapon's weight, like, on the menu, in the same way that you'd change any of the other stuff. Ooh, if we get Ninja Star to, like, roll up hills, like the baseball, oh man. Rolling shurikens. something I may need to look into at some point. How would something like that even, like, get started? If it is just as simple as changing the weight of the weapons, my god. And it would really just be, okay, just change everything's weight to be the same as Shuriken. See if that works. That way it's literally just a visual difference for the sprites, and a difference in the flight of the projectiles, the attack pattern. Just have everything in the game do the same amount of damage. Another possible interesting change to make to Kokoron would be just to add some palette swaps of the hero sprites. Like, there's a particular monster head that looks like a dragon, and it's always green, and it always makes the rest of your parts green. Well, maybe I'd like a red dragon every once in a while. Or there's the bird monster that's always purple. Maybe I'd like a green bird monster. There's the one knight in full armor that is, like, gold. Wearing just a full suit of golden armor. Well, what if I would like that to be gray or silver? Having some additional color options for the hero, all the different hero sprites, some additional color options would be nice. And not, like, any colors that don't already exist in the game. It's just, like, the one character that I commonly create. Like a military-looking character that I named Buzz. And, you know, he's got the short crew cut that makes the body that you give him, makes his color brown. It's the same as his hair. There we go. But it would just be different to have that character, but with, you know, maybe have his hair and his outfit be green. Maybe make it so that the color of the head doesn't determine the color of the body. Make it so that you could, like, after you select the head or body part, then you would just be able to select the color after that. If you wanted to keep the color as it was, you would just push A again. Yo! Too many cooks. Let's fucking go. Oh my god. I still say that I was not ready for how off the rails the too many cooks short was on Adult Swim. Did not expect it to go off the rails that hard. Of course, every time I bring this into conversation, I always have to mention another one of the Adult Swim unexpected late night shorts, which was unedited footage of a bear. Was also not ready for how hard that one went off the rails, but spoil as little of that as possible. You dead? There we go. Actually, I do have Pixel Game Maker. Just remembered that. How hard would it be? Well, how long would it take for me to recreate Kokoron in Pixel Game Maker? Oh, that might be fun. I need to figure out how that program works. Because as silly as I could get it to be, I don't think RPG Maker would be the game-making program to use to try to make a modern version of Kokoron. Now, the name of this song is Random Encounter. I'm wondering if this is just one of those songs that I've heard a million times on Rainwave, or if this is actually, like, Random Encounter music from an actual video game. I'm pretty sure it's just one of those Rainwave songs I've heard a million times. Jump, lady. Squid lady. Squid kid lady. Ah. Ah. Kind of want Dragon Fighter. This game has really good music. Also remember that it's like unusually rare and expensive. And that was like 10 or 12 years ago. Oh. Let's do this. So, several times I have wondered how Samus has a complete map of Turian already when she gets here. And an answer that I've been kicking around in my head was that there's a map station integrated with the elevator. And I was just thinking, that's actually like the way that I wish they would have handled the map in this game. Just don't have map stations. Just have the map station integrated with the elevator for each area. Like your first time going down the elevator into Norfair, you'd get the map for Norfair. And maybe like certain elevators wouldn't have a map tied to them, like Lower Norfair. I don't think Lower Norfair is big enough to have its own map station. I could be wrong. Even Wrecked Ship is barely big enough. It gets a map station. So maybe since there's actually no elevators on Wrecked Ship, maybe you'd keep the map station you keep the map station on the wrecked ship because it's a fucking alien ship. They use different technology. But even as you think about it, it's like, it's a really good idea. Give people a map of the area if it's their first time there. Just have the elevator do it. The thing that's taking them to the new area. Yeah, you're dead. Got him. Yeah, nice palindrome time from Mintoaster. Yeah, I guess doubles and palindromes are always fun numbers to see. Palindromes don't really work with the times that I'm likely to get though. Alright. Please stop covering my baby in onions. Alright. Low to mid 58. Put head down, please. Double meatballs? Oh shit. Good thing I caught that. Go, 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 go. Save the kills. I need to make a chat command one of these days that would just read out like a random GDQ donation comment. It would either be for save the animals or kill the animals. Because there has been some variety when it comes to how a lot of those donations have been worded. Get in the boat! 5832. G. G. Better time than the 11 last week. $59.28 last week. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to switch this over to a notebook so that one day I can look back on a maddeningly long list of race times for this game. Before I do that, I'm gonna have to, like, take a picture of the little Metroid that I drew at the top of the dry erase board. I mean, it's a big green circle with 3 smaller red circles, 3 red, like, S's or squiggles between the 3 red balls and the top of the green ball, 4 little spikes. I mean, it's like the simplest Metroid you could possibly draw, and still be like, okay, that's a Metroid. Instead of just, like, a strange piece of fruit that is upside down. I mean, you don't even really need, like, the squiggles. Like, all the little veins, bits of tissue that connect the red bits on the inside of the Metroid. The green shell. Green circle with smaller red circles in it and tiny spikes on the bottom. Probably simplest way you can possibly draw a Metroid. Maybe you could get away with having, like, an oval instead of the 3 circles on the inside. Well, let me actually pull up my stream. Yeah. Air Force! Metroids are not the easiest thing in the world to draw and make them look right. It's deceptively difficult to draw a Metroid. I was gonna try to figure out some way to directly segue into the We Did It picture from what I was just talking about, but I already blew that, so... Anyways, we did it. That's the important part. The fact that we actually went and did it. Snatching victory from the mother brain-shaped jaws of defeat. I think that's how that works. Well, anyways, that's probably more than enough bullshit out of me, so... Thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching. Big thanks to Insane Firebat and everybody else that showed up for the SRL races, keeping Fridays fun. And I think next week, Honk will be back. I think. I haven't actually talked to him, so I could be completely wrong on this, but I think he's going to be back next week from his from his paternity leave. And hoping to get Tiny Tina's Wonderland started up then. We shall see. Once again, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks again for the races. I'll catch you next time. See ya!